What's good? It's your boy Echo, man. Finna make another video real quick. You know, when I'm getting my hair did. Try to utilize my time. I'm gonna speak on being in the county, bro. Being in the county was almost like, for me, being locked up in the county in a city where I'm not from, and I was only there because I was stationed there. You know, when I got jammed up with my robbery, my armed robbery, and second-degree kidnapping, 3 counts, and conspiracy robbery shit that I, ended up doing prison time for. When I got caught up with that, I got locked up and I was in Cumberland County Jail, you feel me? So, whereas like I had people that knew me, a little bit in the city getting to know me, because, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's not where I was from. I was only there for a couple years, and really, right, it was really like the year and a half right before I got locked up that I was really, I say getting active, like really doing dumb shit, doing dumb hot nigga shit that I shouldn't have been doing because I was in the Army. I could have just laid back and did my Army shit, right? But anyways, so boom, I'm in the county jail, right? It's like my second week. And this how I knew this shit was gonna be different, bro, because, and again, I attribute a lot of like how violent my stay in the county jail was to the fact that I wasn't from there, you know what I'm saying? Cause I seen other niggas who was way softer, way lamer, not on nothing, but, had way less fights and just went through way less than I did, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of it was because they was known. So when they locked up, they end up with homies, they end up with niggas that they known, they grew up with, that they done been locked up with before, shit like that. And me, it was different. You know what I'm saying? When I first got locked up, fresh out the Army, fresh in the county jail, I wasn't banging nothing. I was a civilian. And I was on a tier with 7 Bloods. So like when one tier came out, like I think it was 48 people on the block, yeah. So it was 12, like 12, 12, 12, 12. Like I don't know if it was like 6 on top, 6 on bottom, 6 on top, 6 on bottom, 6 on top, 6 on bottom, or if it was however it was set up, it was 48 people in the pod for sure. And 12 people came out at a time, right? So you came out with your tier or your section, whatever you want to call it. And it was like, bro, like on the tier that I was on, like the group that I came out with, I was like one of the only civilians. It was like me and this tall white dude who was like in the, like he had like killed his grandma or like killed his mom. It was some crazy shit, right? So he was on some bogus shit, and then like the rest was gang members. And it was like, out of the 12 people, like 7 of them was Bloods, you feel me? Like, no cap. And like, if you coming out, it's only 12 niggas coming out. And 7 of them niggas you coming out with is like banging one set, nigga. That's an ass of niggas, you feel me? Like anything go down while y'all out on that tier, while y'all out, when y'all group out, it's like, nigga, if it's with them, nigga, it's up with them. They a monster. They 6, 7 deep, you feel me? So, but anyways, whatever, I'm minding my business, but I'm still being cool, you know what I'm saying? I had people looking out for me. So I stayed straight on the canteen and the phone, right? And like niggas was seeing that. And like, I guess niggas was, watching this shit. And like, at first niggas was fucking with me. So I'm just being a real nigga. Like, if you ain't got it, here, boom, I help you out. Like, oh, you need a shot of coffee? Here, boom, I help you out. In the first 2 weeks, that's how it was. And then like, I started feeling like it was just overly niggas every time, it was canteen, every time we came out, niggas was pulling up on me on my door like, yo, let me get a shot of coffee. Yo, let me get a bag of chips, bro, I'm hungry. Like, yo, you got a soup. And it was like, I'm trying at first, like I said, I'm trying to just be, a real nigga and just help out niggas. If I got it, you don't, why not, right? And it just started getting to the point where I felt like niggas was like niggas was like, what's it called? Like when expecting it. Like it got to the point where like niggas was pulling like, yo, let me get a shot of coffee. Like not even like, yo, you think I can get a shot of coffee? And it'd be like the same nigga coming 2 or 3 times in a day. Like, damn, bro, like I can't support both our habits, nigga. I got a coffee habit, you know what I'm saying? You got a coffee habit, gang. Like, you gotta ask somebody else sometime, So it was crazy. It was all love. It was all good when I was yes, handing shit out. But like the moment that when I realized that, yo, like shit was actually taking me down, and it was a couple of times where I'm in the cell and I don't got coffee for myself, or I'm in a cell and I ain't got snacks for myself, and I know I be clicking big bags, you know. So then, you know, you get to a point where you like, nah, bro, I ain't got it. So it was crazy because like soon as I said, nah, I ain't got it, niggas changed, bro. Like, the vibes changed. It was crazy. But that just show you what niggas was on. Like, niggas was on some shit like they big, bad, and brave. There's 6, 7, 8 of them niggas on one. You know, we just gonna stick with 7. There's 7 of them on one, you know, tier. So they like a monster on that bitch. And they, you know, there's like, nigga, you gonna give us this, you know, you ain't trying to share, nigga, you gonna have issues type shit. That's how, you know what I'm saying, it was. And that's just how the saying goes. Like, everybody love you when you got it, when you handing it out. But as soon as you don't, then you see niggas' true colors. So that's how it was. Like, the vibes had instantly changed, right? But long story short, like, so now the vibes had done changed. It was getting a little tense. I had a couple back and forth with a couple people. It started with the one nigga, they called him Juice. Tall, brown skin nigga, long dreads, had a silver tooth. He was a young nigga, like 21, 22. But I'm young at the time, too. I'm 24. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, basically the same age. We young niggas, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I think, like, the first back and forth really was, like, with him. And it was just, like, over coffee, bro. And I'm like, bro, you want over coffee, my nigga? Like, watch out, bro. Like, you know? So, anyways, it was tense, and I remember like I had done got on the phone and had done told like my girl that I was talking to, like, yo, like shit getting, you know, the tension in here is getting crazy, because it was like, yo, I wasn't backing down for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't out there just trying to pump my chest like I'm the hardest nigga on the block, but it's like, yo, I'm a man, gang. Like, you don't know what I've been through. I might not have been in jail a bunch of times my whole life. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, I was in the army, nigga. I just came back for my second deployment in war, gang, and I've been on that, like, I've been one of them stand-up niggas my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Getting into it with niggas fighting for my respect, like, my whole life. So it's like, motherfuckers don't know that. They just see, like, a clean cut nigga come in, oh, he got locked up, he was in the army, oh, they don't know my charges. I'm not telling niggas, yeah, I'm locked up for a robbery, so they probably thinking, you know, who knows what I'm in there for, some bullshit, you know, he a soldier, whatever. You know, I ain't had no face tats yet or nothing. I had all the other tats, I just ain't had my neck, my face, and my hands. But my arm, I had both sleeves, I had like my whole chest and back and everything tatted up, right? So it ain't no telling how they looking, like, oh, he's some light-skinned, pretty, little white-looking nigga, like, you know, we gonna get what we can out of him. If you don't wanna give it to him, we gonna force him type shit. That's, you know? But anyway, I had done told the chick I was talking to, like, yo, it's getting real creepy in here, like real spooky, like, if you don't hear from me, you know, tonight, or, you know, next time I'm supposed to come out, or like, you know, I'm telling her, like, if you don't hear from me, like, I'm in the hole, like, you know, call up here, check on me and shit, whatever. Make sure they ain't just doing me crazy. Like, what you mean you gonna be in the hole? I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be in the hole. I'm talking low. But I'm like, yo, it's just getting real weird in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to watch my words, because they be recording shit, but I'm basically like, yo, if it comes down to it, like, I'm gonna get a nigga before he get me type shit, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, right, it was crazy. Like, I had hung up the phone. And like, you know, when we first come out in the mornings, this was morning, like 8:39 in the morning, you know, when they pop doors, niggas either get on the phone, go in the shower, or start cleaning their room, you know what I'm saying? Go straight to the cleaning supplies. You know, depending on how many people doing what, depends on what you do. So I had got on the phone first. A lot of niggas was cleaning. A lot of niggas was in the shower. As soon as I get off the phone, I'm like, I bet now I'm finna clean my cell, because I like to clean my cell up and then take a shower. So I feel like, you know, while I'm cleaning my cell, I'm getting down and dirty, nitty gritty, and then I can just wash that off, you know what I'm saying? So I'll use the phone, clean cell, and then clean my body, and then usually be time to lock back, maybe play a little chess or whatever, right? So, but this time I hung up the phone, I go to, you know, I'm looking for the broom. I see the broom linked up against one of the big gray one of the big gray trash cans. Nobody was using it. Nobody was by it. I started walking towards it. It was like, I guess as I started walking towards it, like Juice, the nigga I was talking about, I don't know what he seen, if he seen me going towards it, if he had planned this, if they try to just, he seen an opportunity to try to, you know, punk me out or bully me or whatever, I don't know. But I just know, like, I grabbed the broom. As soon as I grabbed the broom, he grabbed the broom. It was so crazy to me, because I had just never experienced no type of shit like this, right? So I grabbed the broom and he grabbed the broom. And I'm like, what you doing, bro? He like, oh, I'm finna use this. I'm like, we both holding the broom now, looking fucking retarded as fuck. And I'm like, bro, how you about to use this? Like, bro, I got the broom, bro. I grabbed it first. He's like, nah, nigga, I'm using this shit, nigga, like that. He looking at me like, nah, nigga, I'm using this shit, nigga, like, fuck, like that, right? And it was like we going back and forth for a little bit, and I'm already getting that feeling like that fight or flight adrenaline where it's like we so close talking, holding the broom, and it's like I see the bullshit he on, like he trying to, you know, bully in the whole pile. Like niggas watch everything in jail and prison, like everything. Any little, you know, if you let a nigga talk you down, bitch you out, anything, like nigga, you lose all your respect, and like you can't do that because, you know, when you have nothing, respect is everything, bro. So it's like, you know, you just can't. It's crazy because it's ignorant and as dumb as I knew this situation was. It was one of those situations where, like, it was really no other way. Yeah, I could have just been like, you got it, bro, and let the broom go. But then it's like, nigga, now I'm a bitch. And then it's like, nigga, you gave up the broom. Like, nigga, like, you ain't, nigga, now it's like I'm in danger of niggas just running in my cell and taking my food and beating my ass. Because, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm soft if I do that. So I'm just like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? And I see him, like, as he talk, like, nah, nigga, this is my broom, nigga, I'm using this. He, like, looking around, like, looking in my eyes, and he, like, looking behind me. So I'm kind of, like, on my peripheral, you know, I'm aware of my surroundings. I'm seeing niggas and feeling niggas, like, mobbing up behind me, bro. It's so crazy. Like, they had already planned this shit out type shit, right? So, like, I kind of look, and I see the niggas behind me and shit, and I'm just like, bro, they finna jump me, right? So I'm like, man. So I tell him, I said, I'm holding the broom, I look him dead in his eyes. I'm like, bro, it ain't no way I'm letting go of this broom, bro. Like, you got me, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I said. I was like, bro, after I seen everybody, so I'm like, bro, I looked him dead in his eyes, like, bro, I'm not letting go of this broom, bro. So, like, when I did that, he was like, he looking around, so I know he, like, looking at his boys and shit, making sure they aware, probably because he see him a big-ass nigga, like, nigga, I'm going to be hard to deal with. One-on-one, he gonna need them niggas, you feel me? So boom. He like nudges the broom at me, and at the same time he's like, man, you can have that shit, nigga, like that, like with the like nudges it. But now I'm holding, I got a tight grip, but it still like jerked me back, you know what I'm saying? So when it jerked me, like I got that feeling right then to just pop off, cause you know we real close. I'm already pumped up with adrenaline, and it's like that nudge. It was almost like my brain processed it as like, you know, he hit me, like he attacked me. So it's like I almost got him then, but I didn't. I controlled it. And I remember like when he did that, I was like, boy, like as he like, I don't need to have that shit, and like walked off. It was just like she stepped off to the side, and as he's stepping off to the side is when I'm like looking at him like, boy, like, you know, in my mind I'm like, boy, you don't even know, boy, like, boy, I almost just knocked your ass out, you feel me? Like, but I told, but what it came out, what he seen was like, boy. And then I remember him saying like, and at some point, I had skipped this part. At some point in like the back and forth, the CO seen what was happening. So the CO, I remember at one point had walked up to us and was like, while we was both holding the broom looking retarded. I remember the CO, it was a small white dude. He was like, man, y'all can, he was like, bro, it's two of y'all in one broom. Like, y'all can both use it. Just one person use it first and then the other person can use it. You know, he thinking perfectly reasonable and logical and rational, which is facts. But like, we in jail with a bunch of idiots. So nothing's reasonable, nothing's rational. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, whatever. Like, we just tune him out. Niggas ain't even hearing him because it's too intense. So, like I said, he had threw the broom, walked off, and I was like, boy, like, that was really, maybe he thought I was woofing or capping, but that was really me, like, boy, like, I really had to control myself. So when I did that, he, like, got all super gangster and was, like, looking at, like, stepped up even more. I was like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, nigga. He was saying something like, I know, matter of fact, he was like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. He was like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And, bro, I swear to my son's life, nigga, before he could even say shit, I had done let go of the broom, boom, and popped this shit. And like I hit his ass right there on the jawline, like perfect. Like I was just like, he was like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Bah! And just popped. I just like, as he's saying that, I'm already filled with all that energy and that fight or flight, that adrenaline. So when he did that, I don't give a fuck. He thought I was who. I just let go of the broom and just dropped my hand a little bit, get some momentum, and boom! You know, and I came low, and we was both tall, so it just hit him like, bah, like that, almost like kind of uppercut, kind of cross type shit, like, and just, bro, I swear, like, one hit, bah, and his ass just crumbled down, like, he just fell. And I remember, like, boom, as he fell, but, like, as he fell, my punch, it was like the trash can right there, and it was also, like, the mop bucket with the, the water bucket, so you could sweep and mop. So the water bucket be around, too, and, niggas ain't giving, niggas is spilling water and shit, so it was water, like, there. So when I hit him, boom, the momentum of me hitting them, the energy, and like the floor being slippery, I had slipped too. So it's like, boom, I see him crumble to the ground. I fell to the ground too. So I'm just instantly like, no, I gotta get up, and I boom, bounce up off the ground. And I remember like he was still on the ground, like woozy, like looking like this. Like he was looking like he wasn't fully there. Like he wasn't all the way knocked out unconscious, and his eyes was open, but you could tell he was like, you know what I'm saying, trying to get back right, but this all happened super fast. So boom, I bounced back off the ground. And I just remember like looking at him and feeling like a fucking tiger. Like just feeling like, bro, I'm finna fucking destroy your ass. Like nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna show your ass you got the wrong one, bro. And like, so soon as I bounce up, soon as I see him on the ground, like, and I'm just ready to pounce on him and just give him some shit. It was like, boo, I get hit from the back. Boo, I get hit from the side. Boo, I get tackled. I hit the ground. And I'm like, all I hear is like, get that nigga, get that nigga, get that nigga. Bing, 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 bing. I'm bing, 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 bing. I'm trying to protect myself. But I got to use my hands to push up off the ground. So like, bing, 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 bing. I'm protecting myself, but I'm still catching mean ones. And like, I had to like unprotect my face to put my hands on the ground to get up. And like, when I had put my hand on the ground, there's another thing. Like, I had fractured my finger. A nigga had stomped on my fucking hand while I was on the ground. I still to this day don't know if it was by purpose or accident. It's like, I don't know if he see my hand and was just like, in a fight with everybody jumping, all the commotion, that's kind of hard to picture, but I don't know, maybe or it could have just been, it was one of the big heavy niggas, you know what I'm saying? And he just stepped in the midst of trying to beat me up and jump me, that he just stepped so hard and just like cracked my shit, like my whole nail. Like I remember my nail was black as fuck and bent up, and like the next couple of days, like I just ripped the nail off and it was just black as fuck and swollen, right? But anyway, so I'm pushing myself up off the ground, and like I remember as I'm pushing myself up, I caught it was two mean ones, but I caught a mean one. Like I'm taking them, I'm pushing up. It was like, I don't know if somebody was on my back or what, but like I said, it was like all 7 of them niggas just on me. So it was just a lot of weight, a lot of pressure, keeping me down and punching and kicking me like all in my shit, like. And so I remember like pushing up off the ground, I'm just like, oh, like mad as fuck. And like I caught, I got my eyes squinted closed. I barely could see just enough to, so I could kind of like see a little bit, but I don't want my eye wide open and get hit or stabbed in that bitch and like be blind, So, you just like got your head down, eyes squinted. And like I'm about to push off and I catch like the meanest uppercut right in my shit. It was just like, boom! I just remember like this mean white flash and just force, and I just hit the ground again, like. And it was like bing, 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 and I heard Juice's voice. I remember because I heard his voice distinctly, and he was like, yeah, pound that nigga out, pound that nigga out. Now I remember Juice was the nigga that I had hit first. So even though I got jumped and got my ass beat, I had popped it off. So I still had my respect off that fight. And this is just one. I had got in like 4 fights in the county, like real ass fights. And niggas know county time, like, that could be a lot and that could not be a lot depending on how it's going. If you like going in the cell, just fading with niggas, that's straight. But when it's like open in the middle of the dorm type shit popping off, like, niggas jumping you or you just pop off on a nigga, like that's different, because you going to the hole, you know what I'm saying? It's just a bigger deal. So 4 actual big fights in the middle of the dorm room type shit is like, it's like a lot in my opinion. But so yeah, I caught that mean one, boom, I fell back down, I covered up, balled up for like a second, and then I tried again, and I caught another hit nigga. It was like the same big nigga hit me with another uppercut, boom, but that time I just ate that one, even though I really didn't. It hurt like fuck, yeah. I felt that little white flash when your body just caught a mean impact, but I just fought through it this time and just like use it to fuel my anger and like, oh, get the fuck off me, and just pushed up off the ground, right? So as I push up off the ground and like now I'm free. And I remember like my eyes are squinting closed at this point. This is happening real fast, like a split second. And I take 2 steps like out of the, the melee and turn back around. And as I'm like turning around, opening my eyes, I just remember thinking like, whoever the fuck I see is just gonna catch the meanest shit ever. And like I turn around and the police is already rushing in, like, get down with they fucking pepper spray and they tasers out and shit, right? And like when that happened, niggas just dispersed like roaches, right? So I'm just seeing a bunch of niggas walking to their cell. I mean, a bunch of niggas like running and jogging and walking fast to their cells. So it's like, and I just got like jumped. I just got my brains beat around. So it's like, I'm kind of shaky. I'm kind of like, not confused. I know exactly what's going on, but I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? And the police is rushing. So it's just so much going on. And so I'm like, like just kind of stuck there, like I'm still filled with anger. And like, I look up at Juice and he was standing there and he was like, yo, I told you. But it was funny because as he's saying that, blood is trickling out his mouth. And so it was like, it was crazy because all them niggas jumped me. The most damage they did was like fracture my finger at the top and like knock my nail off with that. Like I said, it was like somebody stomped on my shit. I don't know if it was purpose on accident. Somebody stomped on my hand while I was on the ground. It could have been just a straight up stomp, like, so that happened. I had like a couple scratches right there. Like my cheek right here was like a little swollen, but that's it. Like no broken nose, no teeth knocked out, no nothing. So really, for all y'all niggas to jump me and me to be that good, like no broken nose, no fucking eye socket fracture, no teeth knocked out, nothing. Like, nigga, y'all niggas lame. Y'all niggas weak. That was a W for me, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And like just seeing, I remember Juicy like, I told you, and I'm like, told me what, nigga? I'm like, you the one bleeding, bitch. I was like, y'all niggas jump me, nigga, and I'm good, what's up? Come on. And the police is there, get the fuck on the ground. So I'm like trying to make him go on the ground first. I don't want to go on the ground before him, but we both just kind of slowly, while we still woofing each other, getting on the ground. But I'm like woofing the shit out. I'm like, yo, bitch ass nigga, you bleeding. I'm like, oh, y'all niggas jump me and you the one bleeding, nigga, pussy ass niggas. So they handcuffed us and shit and took us to the hole. And like, it was crazy because when I was in the hole, that's how I know it looked crazy on video. When I was in the hole, it was like every fucking officer, every CO that worked there, from the commander to the lieutenant to other officers that weren't in the dorm, was coming by and like checking on me. And they was like, oh, looking in my face, like, and they was like, oh, damn, like, hey, we seen the video. It was like 8 dudes on you, they saying shit, and they're like, damn, you good though? Like, they was like, yeah, you held your own. They was like fucking with me because of that. They was like, yeah, we seen you though, like you held your own, like that's respect. Like the officers was telling me this, bro, on my son's life. So that shit was making me feel good, even though I was in the hole, even though my finger was like broken with the nail about to pop off. You know what I'm saying? And a couple little marks on my face. I was good. Like, I was happy. I felt, like I stood up for my shit. That was my first fight in the county. I knew that shit was going to go county viral. Like, everybody was going to hear about it. Like, yo, that tall, light-skinned nigga got down. The Bloods was trying to fuck with that nigga. He rocked off on the Bloods first and just took that jump. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it was crazy, man. Like, like I said, I got stories for days. And it seemed like y'all like the violent prison shit more, so I'm gonna just try to, keep giving y'all what y'all like, because my other videos ain't been doing shit. So, if that's what y'all want, like I said, I got millions of them, bro. Like, I could just go back and start, for my fights in the county, which was pretty epic, too. So, yeah, man, that's it, though, man. So, I hope I ain't take up too much of your time, bro. Fuck with your boy. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. Again, this is not for no glorification. This is to, for the youth and to show people, like, that's not a place you want to be. Get your money legally, get your money, lay low. Don't be fucking with a bunch of niggas. They just gonna get you time, they rats. And, like get you a girl, get you a family, and just stay out the way, bro. Cause that's, what niggas ain't really telling you this type of shit. That shit in there is for the birds, bro. That shit in there is bullshit. It ain't nothing real or gangster about being in there, bro. It's a bunch of fucking haters. And it's like, nigga, you gonna have PTSD when you come out that bitch and be fucked up, bro. But yeah, that's it, bro. Fuck with your boy Echo.